We've had to go through this week. I've been talking about we're going to learn a lot about ourselves this week from a maturity standpoint. One, with so many of the distractions, obviously the big emotional win at Notre Dame, the rain delay, getting back at 4 o'clock in the morning, Sunday morning, the news of Leroy Selman's passing on Sunday, a hard week of practice, going to a funeral on Friday, and then coming out here and playing the game on Saturday. It had all the makings of a letdown, had all the makings of coming out here and playing a little bit flat and maybe not quite playing with the type of emotion we needed to play. But I think it speaks volumes for these players, the senior leadership, the way so many guys have stepped up. I thought the first half was probably outside of red zone productivity, was probably the most complete football game, most complete half of football game that we've played since I've been here. I thought that was pretty impressive in the first half. Mike June and Sanchez set the tone right out of the gates on the kickoff team, came down, made a big hit, physical hit, turned the ball over. Joyce scoops it up and scores, and the game's 8 seconds old, and you're up 7-0. Kind of a nice feeling to have that in your hip pocket as a coach. And then offensively, we drove the field a number of times. We just weren't able to push it into the end zone, which is some things that we have to look at. Probably, if you said in the first half, the only negative really that I would look at would be to say our red zone, that we kicked too many field goals when we got the ball down there. We went up down the field, we just couldn't get it in the end zone. But I thought they did a nice job of protecting the ball. We got a couple turnovers on defense, and I thought the first half was as complete a football game. This team was ready to play. There's no doubt. We have great respect for Ball State. I think they've done a great job with that program. They had a huge win against Indiana last week, and this team came out here, and we keep talking about it's not about who we play, it's about us. And all we can control is the way we played, and I was really proud of the way these guys went out there and played. Second half, probably the coach in me wasn't quite as excited about our second half as our first. I've been talking about the depth on this football team and how we've got to continue to get better. I think that kind of reared its ugly head. We struggled a little bit making a first down in the second half. Then we came back, and then I thought we were trying to preserve the shutout there with the defense until we got the interception and then got the personal foul. And then they went down there and turned to put the ball in the end zone, and then we took our ones out and pretty much played our twos the rest of the game. The twos need that work. They need that experience. I've said this before, they're one snap away from playing because of an injury, and so we need to get them as much work as we can right now. But as you can see, we have a long way to go. We have a long way to go with a lot of our twos. It's amazing that we don't allow our twos to practice. And only our ones. It's amazing. It's amazing we don't let our twos practice, because I thought the ones were sharp. They were crisp. I was impressed with the way they played tonight.